Well, it was very much a part of a whole raft of things that happened to me, which started off in 2002. My goodness me, such a long time ago, when I was put under surveillance, and my husband was, my family were, mail was tampered with, all sorts of strange things happened. But actually, the fact that our phones may have been hacked wasn't known to us until, 2010 or something. I mean, if we'd known that at the time, it would have been extraordinary as well. As serving police officers, it could have compromised the work that we were doing at the time, all sorts of things. So for me, this has been going on a really long time, and that is a lot of pressure.
Somehow they had got hold of all these facts about your life, your address, your movements, your children's school, all this kind of thing. I say somehow, it was from phone hacking.
Well, we're still piecing together. I still don't know the full extent. I've still never had a proper explanation as to who did what and why, and how it came about that we were put in that position. Because when you have your personal life under focus like that, it really destabilises your whole sense of personal security. You look over your shoulder, you see who's following you when you're driving your car. The fact, at the time, my children were at infant school and nursery. To have to go to the head of the nursery and say there may be some untoward characters hanging around outside, you can imagine the effect that has, not only in the people who work there, but also other parents. It was not a comfortable position for us, and it was very frightening. And that case is still going on in many respects. So there's always that shadow around you. And once you've had your sense of security, as I say, destabilised in that way, you're never quite the same again. And to have some answers would be fantastic, but I don't really hold up any hope now, unfortunately.
And the stress and the paranoia and everything it brought caused the breakup of your marriage as well.
Well, certainly, it contributed to an awful situation at home. Our house was on the market, we couldn't sell our house. And, communication between couples is key, and it either makes you stronger or unfortunately splits you apart. And that's what happened to us.
You say you're still sort of waiting for more answers. What would you like to see happen with the press in general?
Well, I think it's, in many ways, although it's been an incredible storm and destabilisation of institutions that we all respected, the British press is revered across the world, and so is the police service, and so is Parliament. And all those three have been shaken to their core, really. And I would really much like to see a sense of a rebirth, if you like. Journalism is a wonderful profession, and there have been an awful lot of wonderful journalists who have also been victims in all this, who've had their profession corrupted and dragged through the dirt. And I would very much like to see someone like Rupert Murdoch take a stand and say, OK, this has happened. I'm actually going to be the one that cleans it up and makes it an honourable profession again. And wouldn't that be a fantastic outcome for everybody?